Have you ever felt like there's a voice inside you, a faint whisper that something in your life is missing? What if the answers you seek are not outside in the chaotic world, but within you, buried deep in your soul? Could it be that the key to true fulfillment is not something to chase, but something to uncover? We live in an era of ceaseless motion. Days are filled with pressing deadlines, endless to-do lists, and an unrelenting pursuit of goals. Yet, for all this activity, many feel a profound emptiness, a disconnection from something vital. Carl Jung, one of the most influential minds in psychology, believed this disconnect arises when we lose touch with our unconscious mind, the hidden part of ourselves that holds our deepest truths. He taught that within the depths of the unconscious lies the path to wholeness, a union between the conscious and the unconscious self. In this video, we'll dive into Jung's transformative teachings and explore practical ways to reconnect with your inner being. By doing so, we can find harmony, discover our life's true purpose, and move closer to spiritual fulfillment. This journey isn't about adopting someone else's path. It's about embracing your unique road to inner growth. Feeling lost or disconnected is an experience almost everyone encounters at some point in their lives. Perhaps you've asked yourself questions like, why do I feel this way when everything in my life seems fine? Why does success or material wealth not bring lasting happiness? What is the missing piece that would make me feel whole? These questions often arise because we live in a state of imbalance. According to Jung, the human psyche consists of both conscious and unconscious elements. When we suppress or ignore the unconscious, our fears, desires, and unspoken truths, it creates a gap between who we are and who we could be. This gap can manifest as feelings of emptiness, confusion, or even frustration. But Jung didn't see this disconnection as a dead end. Instead, he believed it was a call to action, a signal urging us to embark on a journey of self-discovery. Recognizing this challenge is the first step to spiritual growth. The question now is, how do we begin this process? Jung's philosophy offers a profound roadmap for navigating the inner world, filled with transformative insights and actionable practices. Let's delve deeper into 5 foundational steps that can guide your spiritual journey. Face your shadow. Jung introduced the concept of the shadow, the part of ourselves that we hide from the world and, often, from ourselves. The shadow contains the traits we find undesirable, the emotions we suppress, and the fears we deny. But Jung taught that the shadow is not our enemy. It is a vital part of who we are. Why it matters? Unaddressed, the shadow can sabotage us, manifesting as self-doubt, anger, or a sense of unworthiness. When acknowledged, it becomes a source of creativity, strength, and authenticity. How to practice? Start by journaling daily. Reflect on moments of discomfort. What triggered them? Are there patterns in your reactions? Identify recurring fears or judgments and ask yourself why they arise. Over time, you'll begin to see your shadow not as a threat, but as a mirror, showing you what needs healing. As you explore, challenge yourself to act with compassion. Ask, what is my shadow trying to protect? Often, the traits we suppress served a purpose once, even if they no longer do. Reclaiming these aspects can lead to tremendous growth. Practice active imagination. Active imagination is a technique Jung developed to engage with the unconscious mind. It's a way of giving form to the abstract thoughts, feelings, and images that surface from within. Why it matters? Our unconscious communicates through symbols and metaphors, often in dreams or fleeting thoughts. Active imagination allows us to give voice to these messages, bridging the gap between the unconscious and conscious mind. How to practice? Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and bring to mind a thought or image that has been occupying you. Let your imagination explore it freely. Don't censor or judge what comes up. Write down or sketch your experience afterward. The process itself is as revealing as the insights it uncovers. Meditate for inner silence. Meditation is a cornerstone of many spiritual traditions, and for good reason. It quiets the noise of the conscious mind, creating space for the unconscious to emerge. Why it matters? Meditation isn't just about relaxation. It's about presence. By becoming aware of your thoughts without judgment, you can begin to identify patterns, fears, and desires rooted in the unconscious. How to practice? Begin with a simple breath-focused meditation. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take slow, deep breaths. When thoughts arise, acknowledge them, but gently bring your focus back to your breath. Over time, this practice cultivates a deeper awareness of both your conscious and unconscious states. Seek symbols in your daily life. Symbols are the language of the unconscious. Whether in dreams, art, or nature, they reveal truths about our inner world that words often cannot. Jung believed that paying attention to these symbols could guide us towards self-discovery. Why it matters? Symbols help us access parts of ourselves that we might otherwise ignore or misunderstand. They are a bridge to our deeper selves. How to practice? Keep a dream journal by your bed and write down your dreams as soon as you wake up. Look for recurring themes, images, or feelings. In your waking life, notice what captures your attention: a song, a painting, or even a natural scene. Reflect on why it resonates with you. Embrace solitude and nature. Jung believed that nature holds a healing power that reconnects us with the rhythm of life. Spending time in solitude, especially outdoors, allows us to reflect deeply and align ourselves with something greater than the self. Why it matters? In solitude, we confront our true selves without distraction. Nature amplifies this process, offering peace and perspective. How to practice? Dedicate time each week to being alone in nature, whether it's a park, a forest, or even your backyard. Leave your devices behind and focus on the sights, sounds, and sensations around you. Let the stillness guide you toward introspection and renewal. These steps are not quick fixes, but ongoing practices. The more consistently you engage with them, the closer you'll come to understanding your inner self and achieving spiritual growth. The breakthrough moment in any spiritual journey is when you experience a deep shift in understanding, a moment when everything begins to make sense. For many, this is not a sudden revelation, but the culmination of consistent inner work, small insights building over time into a profound realization. Imagine this. You've been journaling your thoughts, exploring your dreams, and embracing moments of stillness. One day, as you're walking alone in nature, something clicks. The emotions you've suppressed, the fears you've avoided, and the symbols in your dreams suddenly align. You realize that the parts of yourself you once rejected are not weaknesses, but keys to your strength. For Jung, these moments were examples of individuation, the process of becoming whole by integrating all parts of the self, both conscious and unconscious. This is not about becoming perfect, it's about becoming real. In embracing your flaws, fears, and contradictions, you step into your true self. A personal story can illustrate this. Take Maria, a successful professional who felt unfulfilled despite her achievements. Through dream analysis and shadow work, she discovered she had repressed her creative side, dismissing it as impractical. By reconnecting with her love of painting, she not only found joy, but also unlocked a deeper sense of purpose. Her breakthrough moment wasn't just about picking up a brush. It was about reclaiming a lost part of herself. These moments of realization often feel like a homecoming, a return to the self. They remind us that the journey inward is not about discovering something new, but remembering what was always there. Let's recap the key lessons from this journey. Understanding your shadow is essential for growth. It holds the truths you need to integrate for a fuller life. Practices like meditation, journaling, and active imagination help bridge the gap between your conscious and unconscious mind. Symbols are the language of your inner world. Paying attention to them in dreams and daily life offers profound insights. Nature and solitude provide the clarity and space needed for deep reflection. The journey toward spiritual growth is not linear. There will be setbacks and doubts, but each step brings you closer to the person you were meant to be. As Jung said, wholeness is not achieved by cutting off a portion of one's being, but by integration of the contraries. The beauty of this path is that it's uniquely yours. No one else can walk it for you, and no two journeys look the same. That's what makes it so transformative. Now that you've taken the first steps on this journey, what will you do next? Start by reflecting on what resonated with you in this video. Is there a particular practice or insight you want to explore further? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear about your experiences. If you're ready to dive deeper, check out our next video on practical spiritual exercises, where we'll guide you through specific techniques to strengthen your connection with your inner self. Remember, this journey is not about perfection, it's about progress. Each small step brings you closer to a life of meaning, purpose, and inner peace. Thank you for watching, and may your path be one of growth and discovery.